Welcome back to the discussion and thank you for always joining us. This is K.c.s.e 1999 paper 2 question number 12, a question on trigonometry. And the question we have reads, solve the equation 8s squared plus 2s minus 3 is equal to 0. Then hence solve the equation 8 sin squared theta plus 2 sin theta minus 3 is equal to 0 between 0 degrees and 180. We have our quadratic equation, that is 8s squared plus twice s minus 3 is equal to 0. We are going to use product sum factor method, and for us to get the product is the first term times the last one, which is 8 times minus 3, giving us negative 24, and the sum is equal to the central term, or simply the linear term, which is 2. We need two factors whose product is negative 24 and their sum will give us positive 2. The two factors will be negative 4 and positive 6. Once we have gotten the factors, you simply come down and write the quadratic equation. That is 8. We are going to have 8s squared. The linear term is replaced by the factors, that is minus 4s plus 6s minus 3 is equal to 0, such that negative 4s plus 6s will bring us back to positive 2. Once we have done that, we are going to factorize the two in pairs. Between 8s squared and 4s, 4s is common. Into we are going to have 2s minus 1. The same bracket is what we are going to have here as 2s minus 1. Then for us to get 6s minus 3, we are going to have positive 3 at this point, such that now we are going to have 4s plus 3. These ones are outside the brackets. Then we pick one of the brackets because they are the same, that is 2s minus 1. And this one is going to be equal to 0. Once we have done that, remember 4s plus 3 will be equal to 0. If we move positive 3 to the other side of 0, 4s is going to be equal to negative 3. You divide by 4 on both sides, s is going to be negative 3 quarters, or negative 0.75 as a decimal. We also have 2s minus 1 being equal to 0. That means 2s will be equal to 1. If you divide both sides by 2, then the value of s will be half, or simply positive 0.5. Once again, we can now go back and refer to the unit circle, having gotten the values of s as negative 0.75 and s being equal to 0.5. We are going to first get the sin inverse of negative 0.75 and sin inverse of 0.5. So the sin inverse of negative 0.75 will give us, this one is going to give us, we can use our calculator here, shift sin inverse of negative 0.75. This one is going to give us negative 48.59 degrees. Also the sin inverse of 0.5. Sin inverse of 0.5 will give us 30 degrees. At this point now, we are good to move to the unit circle. We are going to draw the unit circle. I can also use a sketch diagram here. Instead of drawing that circle, it's the same here. We are going to have 0. This is 90. This is 180. This is 270. And lastly, we have 360. We are going to start by looking at the sine of 30. 30 is an acute angle that is going to be measured in the first quadrant, 30 degrees in the anti-clockwise direction. We are also going to measure the same from the horizontal, that is in the clockwise direction from the x-axis. We are also going to measure 30 degrees. Once we have done that, we are also going to measure the sine of negative 48. Remember, sine is positive in the first and the second quadrant. Therefore, we are going to measure that in the third quadrant where sine is negative. So this one is going to be 48.59. We are also going to measure that in the clockwise direction. That is in the clockwise direction, an angle of 48.59. At this point now, we are going to find all the angles that lie between 0 and 180 degrees. The first angle we are going to have is the angle that we have measured from 0 to 30 degrees. Another angle is what we are going to have from this point all the way to this point. This is simply the same as 180 minus 30 degrees, giving us 150 degrees. We are also going to move from 0 all the way to where we have 48.59. This is the same as we are going to have 48.59. We add to 180, giving us 288. That is going to give us a 48.59 plus 180. This one is going to give us 228.59 degrees. We are also going to get the angle in the fourth quadrant by simply taking 360 minus 48.59, giving us 311.41 degrees. However, we must remember that to get the first angle that lies in the first quadrant, you simply measure. But to find the angle that lies in the second quadrant, you take 180 minus that particular angle that we measured in the first quadrant. Then to get the angle that lies in the third quadrant, you take 180 plus the whatever angle we have measured. Also, to get the angle in the fourth quadrant, we take 360 minus the angle that we have measured from 360 in the clockwise direction. In this case, remember, we are supposed to find the angles that fall between 0 and 180, and therefore, the values of theta that we need will be simply 30 degrees and 150 degrees. Remember to subscribe and also share the link with friends. Thank you for watching and welcome to our discussions. And in case you are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, you click the subscribe button so that anytime we publish a video like this, you will automatically be given a notification. Thank you and welcome.